Hello, this is Pastor John coming to you on a Monday, looking ahead at a week full of possibilities. At least that's the way that we should approach each and every week when we know that God is on our side. So think about the possibilities. Remember last couple times ago I said we got to be thinking positive, not in the negative. And we will see God working mightily for us each and every week that we have that outlook. Let me just share with you today a passage from John chapter 17. This is the prayer of Jesus. He prayed for the disciples, and he was also praying for us as well because we are his disciples today. So let me read for you here from John 17, and this is beginning verse 14. Jesus says, "I have given them your word, and the world has hated them because they are not of the world, just as I am not of the world. I do not pray that you should take them out of the world, but that you should keep them from the evil one. They are not of the world, just as I am not of the world." And then he says, "Sanctify them by your truth. Your word is truth." In this passage here, he is bookending the truth, the scriptures. And he's saying, I've given them your word to establish them, to hold them strong in the midst of a world that hates them. And he ends there, of course, by coming back to that word, and he's saying, sanctify them, make them holy, let your character be seen in them because of the word that they hold fast to. But in the middle of this, I find something that's, of course, we would maybe like it, we would choose differently if we could have that choice, but Jesus, of course, knew what was best. And so he says this, "I do not pray that you should take them out of the world, but that you should keep them from the evil one." So the blessing here is that even though we are in the world and we can't leave it now, that Jesus has prayed for our protection. And he continues to, from the throne room of heaven, send out his angels, it's the spirit that dwells within us to protect us and to keep us, mainly from spiritual warfare that is happening all around us. But we can also include many of the physical things that happen, calamities, and of course this virus here recently. We know we have God's protection. Now to that poem that I want to share with you. It was something that Rochelle gave me a few years ago, and it's just kind of neat. An idea keeps a perspective correct here with us as to how we look forward to our role in the world that we live in. And here's what it says. "In it, not of it, the statement was made, as Christian one faced the world much afraid. In it, not of it, the call made clear, but Christian one got something stuck in his ear. Not in it or of it was the thing that he heard, and knowing the world was painfully absurd, he welcomed the safety of pious retreat and went to the potluck for something to eat. Now along comes Christian two, jogging for Jesus. In witnessing sweats, sweats made of 4 matching pieces. His earphones are playing a hot Christian tune about how the Lord is coming back soon. Not in it, but of it, he turns down the hill and stops in for a bite at the Agape Grill. Like the gold on the chain of his God Loves You bracelet, he can have the world without having to face it. Now, Christian 3, he knew what to do. He'd show those fundies a thing or two. How will the world ever give Christ a try if we don't get in there and identify? So, in it and of it, he said in his car, as he pulled in and stopped at a popular bar, I'll tell them the truth as soon as I'm able to get myself out from under this table. While way up in heaven, they lament these conditions that comes from changing a few prepositions. Not in it or of it, Christian one thought, but who in the world will know that he's not? Not in it, but of it, thought Christian 2, but who in the world will know that he knew? In it and of it, thought Christian 3, but who in the world watches Christian TV? And Jesus turns to Gabriel, shaking his head. In it, not of it. Wasn't that what I said? I pray that that encourages you a little bit to be in the world as we are, but not of the world. Let your light shine. look forward to the possibilities of how you can share Jesus with someone this week. God bless you.